up, what up, what up, what up? I'm bad, I was getting myself something to drink. Tag a friend. And we gonna get to it. What up, people? Why are my comments not showing up? Did it show up on their own? Y'all comment something, let me see if it shows up, because it's not showing my comments. Oh, there they go. Appreciate it. It's showing up. What up? It's another episode of Deeply Opinionated Podcast. It's your boy DJ Rose. Today's topic is the game was not talking to you. See a lot of these pandering ass posts going around. We're going to get to it. But yeah, definitely been seeing a lot of people reacting to that post as if the game was talking to you. He was not talking to everybody. Miss Green, how are you this evening? Who else is on here? I just see 2 people speak, but I see 5 people in here. Talk to me. Now I see 6. And that's some good water. Miss Dean, what's up? So we got about 7 people in here. People gonna rotate in and out. But let's get to it. So I know everybody saw the post. The game put up a post, saying, I pay all the bills. And, you're not a real man if you ain't paying the bills. And blah, 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 blah. I'm so tired of this fucking money argument because people is not getting to the nitty gritty of what's going on. What it is motherfuckers is broke. Motherfuckers is tired of paying bills, and motherfuckers have been told that it's this easy to get rich, right? And it's not. It takes a lot of work. Everybody's not a boss. Everybody's not set up to be a boss. Everybody don't have the drive to be a boss. So because of that, and these people knowing themselves, they're broke, right? And because they're broke and the society that we're set up in, a lot of people are hurting, right? So it's just the times have extremely changed when you think about it, right? I was looking at the other day, I was like, Sunday my grandmother would be soaking her feet, right? But now the grandmothers on Sundays at the day party. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think just times is changing and things are evolving. And I think a lot of people are in the position of where they are hurting or broke or not living how they feel like they should be feeling. And so not living how they feel like they should be living as far as money is concerned. So a lot of people, and it's also a lot of people who, like, think about it, right? Let's just everybody in your mind, just think about these people like from your high school, right? Think about the people who was cool in your high school, the flyest dude, the prettiest girl, right? For a long time, they survived. Excuse me, got a bird coming, but it won't come. Pause. they've been living a life where they got a lot of things just based off their looks, right? So, through high school, through college, they were successful socially because of their looks or who they were, right? But once you get to a certain point, like, you start to realize, well, if you smarten up, you start to realize that, I can no longer get ahead just based off my looks, because my looks is not what they used to be. So a lot of those people who was like cool, like the prom king and prom queen, if you look at them now, they kind of like washed out because they survived so long off being good at a sport or being attractive, right? And so what that does is that sets you up to go through life with that. But then it's like the women who are saying that they want the dude who got all the money, that dude is not the cool dude. See, that's what I'm saying. A lot of women want Russell Wilson and Future at the same time. No. The dudes that got the money now is the dudes that you ignored in high school. Because they got ignored, they didn't get attention from the women, they thought they was cool. They sat back, assessed the situation, they saw what they needed to get attention because they weren't getting it, and it was money. So that forced the drive in them to get out there and get the money. So now you got the nerds with the money who kind of fly now because they got money. Or they not fly now, they just got money, right? But the girls is wanting those dudes, but those are the dudes that you ignored in high school, so they don't want you, right? So this money shit is just so fucking weird to me. How it's like people who don't even live by the Bible, don't even study the Bible, never even read the Bible back and forth. They always say, "Oh, the Bible says you need to be a provider," but when that was written, it wasn't written that when whoever wrote that in the Bible at that time it was written, niggas wasn't making $250,000 a year. Not even, I don't think dollars existed yet. So by provider, they meant, doing, farming, making sure there's food, tending to the cattle, whatever they had to do to provide for the household, right? But it's like people's mind is like fucked up, right? So because they've never had it, they don't understand how much it is, right? So you could live super happy and stress-free off $100,000 a year, right? But because they never had it and people have been broke so long, they think they need millions. How do I need millions to be happy? No, you don't. You can go wherever you want to go, do whatever you want to do, making $100,000 a year. But my whole thing is like this demand, right? This demand that I deserve a dude with a bunch of money just because I'm breathing air. It's just, where is that coming from? And I feel like that's just that became cool because I was watching the good Reverend Kevin Samuels the other day. Hughes, what up? Bass, what up? I seen the good Reverend Kevin Samuels the other day, and he was talking about how women feel like they deserve the dude that makes $250,000 just because, right? And so what's weird to him is that if you look at the stats of how many black men, it's just weird because people are going off like, it started with Destiny's Child. They started this shit. Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bill? Yeah. Then it was, first it was TLC, Scrubs, right? And I don't want no scrubs, yada, 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 right? But the whole time they don't want no scrubs, they was scrubs. They was broke. Anyway, so all of this shit has just been started. And now it's like, if he ain't got no money, he ain't worth nothing. Broke boys don't deserve pussy. I know that's right. Ain't that what Cardi just said? So it's like this whole mode is changing. It's like, if a nigga ain't got money, he don't deserve me. Why? Are you a piece of food on the shelf? Like, where's your money? Why? I've never seen a woman with money say that she needs a man with money. I've never seen a woman with her own money who is getting it saying that she needs a man with money. If you got your own money and you still saying you need a man with money, you ain't got no money. You fronting. You fronting. Because people who live in comfortable, they don't waste time talking about what they need from somebody else when you got it already. But it's just weird. It's just weird. And people are confusing it with something that's supposed to happen. No, what's wrong with falling in love with a plumber? Plumbers go on vacation. Plumbers have a good time. What's wrong with falling in love with a garbage man? Garbage men need love too. What's wrong with falling in love with a postal worker? It feel like it's so easy to get rich and all the men are supposed to have this money, but you have no facts behind that, right? A black man, men period, but a black man especially doesn't reach his financial peak till he's 51. Statistically, black men do not reach their financial peak until they are 51. Y'all walking around here expecting 25-year-olds and 26-year-olds and 30-year-olds to have $1 million just because you got a vagina and you're breathing air. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, the amount of men that make over 100,000 of black men is less than 20% of black men. But yet, 80% of women is saying, I want that man. Well, somebody gonna be short because it's way more y'all than it is of us. We gonna be all right. We got multiple choices because it's a plethora of y'all. It's millions of y'all more than it is us, right? It's a shortage of us, right? There's also a shortage of good men inside those men. So let me look at these comments because I be ignoring y'all shit and just be talking about nigga Bass said facts. Yeah, Bass, the good Reverend Kevin Samuels. The good Reverend. He speaks a word every time. Bible scripture's not included. Kevin Samuels is actually spitting the truth. Of course, he's always spitting the truth. I'm a plumber, I don't mind plugging some shit up. These niggas, the homies that showed up, they wilding out here. Let's see what Alethea had to say. What's even more crazy? Now, I might disagree with you on that, Alethea. I don't really see... Dudes, we don't give a fuck about how much money she got. Long as you're not broke and on your ass with nothing to your name. We don't give a fuck. Kevin Samuels made a great fucking analogy. He said, this is how men and women are different, right? If a woman slept with Trey Songz, that's her new level. She's like, you know, girl, I mess with Trey Songz. If it ain't Trey Songz or better, then he can't have me, right? But a dude will have sex with Sanaya Lathan, and he will understand that on that night the stars was in line. I got lucky, and I actually had sex with Sanaya Lathan. That was a one-time thing. I'm still back to the 7s and the 8s and the 6s, right? That wouldn't become their new standard of woman. I don't really see men clowning women for being with a man with less money. I don't even think we even view... I've never looked at a girl and be like, oh, she got money. What's she doing with him who don't got as much money as... I've never seen a dude even clown a woman for having more money than the man she's with. I've never seen that before. You know what I'm saying? I'm only speaking for me, but I've never seen that before. Oh yeah, that was a good example too, Rebecca, when he was talking about how women had to look to the left and to the right when the pandemic hit because, you know, a lot of women saying, oh, we don't need men, we don't need men, we don't need men. And then when the pandemic hit and the world was shut down, you had to look to your left and to your right. And a lot of women saw that, oh shit, we do need these people in our lives because we need that person to lean on if things get shut down. We need this man to lean on. So that was a good example. But you know what? I'm tired of the whole money conversation, period. Like, it's just like, it's become tiresome. Like, people aren't tired of talking about it. It's so much like, oh, we gotta have this and she gotta have this. And like, we're not even talking about actual love. We're just talking about money all of the fucking time. It's like, it's become like the biggest thing. And it's so, money is a necessity, right? We see rich people with money all of the time and they go crazy, they kill themselves. Just like David Chappelle said about what's his name? Jordan Ramsey, who killed himself. He had the best job in the fucking world, flying around the world, eating fantastic meals with great people. And he killed himself. So the people are like, I know money don't make you happy, but I'ma try. Or it's not gonna do to them what it did to me. You know what I'm saying? The way I feel about about money when I think about it is just like, you know, having a lot of money. Imagine not being able to trust nobody. Look at all of this stuff that people's close family do to them over money. Kobe Bryant's wife, mom, is suing him because she know when Kobe dies, of course, there's some type of insurance policy there. So she's suing Kobe Bryant's wife, Vanessa. Mom is suing Vanessa for babysitting the kids. Those are your grandchildren. But because of this money thing, the money grab, the money, your family, the closest people to you, right? So imagine, they always say money don't change you, it changes the people around you. So imagine just not being able to trust people's moves. Imagine not being able to trust nobody because money changes people, right? How many stories are we hearing where assistants are, what's the girl for, what's his name? Mustard, DJ Mustard, his assistant, well, his personal shopper, she spent over $50,000 on herself over a period of time. You know why? Because that temptation of her going to shop and knowing she could just swipe that card, right? And doing it over and over again, and you know he's not checking that temptation, that money. Oh, I'm buying this, I'm buying it. Well, let me get me this shirt. Let me get me this bag. Let me get me this, right? Because the temptation of money, it changes people because it's been formulated as to be the main consumption of the world, of what's most important. All of these companies, the government, everybody's moving to make money, right? So money being the main focus, people forget about love. They forget about someone who cares, someone who can talk to you, someone who communicates, someone who holds you at night, right? Somebody who can hold you accountable when you need to be held accountable, not somebody who just passes you on your back and telling you everything you're doing is okay, right? Those are the most important things. Money has never made a relationship last longer. People might stay for money, but they're unhappy. It's just weird, and it's like it's coming. It's like it's pouring out of these when we have these debates. Especially like when I be on Clubhouse, you can just hear it broke. You just hear the brokenness pouring out of people's mouths. Because when you feel so strongly about how much money a man should have, I think you are approaching finding a mate from the wrong fucking. Because my thing, like, if you are an adult, right, and you pay your own bills, right, if you get a boyfriend, why do you think that you being an adult has to stop? Like, why do you think that man is now supposed to come and be, so you want him to be your father then? So you want to live in your father's house like how you did when you was a kid, right? You want to be with a man, right, who takes care and pays all of your bills and takes care of your whole existence, right? Like your father did when you was a kid. Like, do you want a man or do you want a dad? I don't feel like you should stop being an adult just because you now have a man in your life. Right. You're right, Alethea. I mean, it is scary. It's a scary place. You know, people have money, but do you know what to do with that money? Do you know the first thing to do with having a huge amount of money? It's scary, bro. It's scary. It's scary. That's why I'm not flashy. I try not to be flashy now. I don't buy a lot of designer. I don't do none of that shit because, like, it's so grimy out here now. It's like people see you shining, they be hating, right? And it's gotten so bad now to where people will kill you over nothing, right? Y'all be at the club throwing all this money, and the ops is right there in the crowd. You don't even know they're the ops. They just watching you. Now you done walked out the club, you drunk, you done got in your car. You ain't even paying attention. They following you home though. You drunk. You balling. Ops done followed you home and killed you for no reason. Or they done ran up on you and you done had to kill them. Now that's on your conscience. Quiet money has always been the best way. Quiet money. Passive income. Making money off of people and they don't even know that they're paying you. So there's no possible room for hate. If I'm making money off of you and you don't even know how I'm making money off of you, if you do know, you can call the whatever services I'm doing. You can call whatever. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Passive income. You paying me and don't even know you paying me, and you'll never find out that you're paying me, but you're paying me. That's how it's always supposed to be. Quiet money. Quiet money. Loud money. Loud money bring too much drama, bring too much trouble, bring unwanted problems. But I'm seriously, I'm really tired of this argument because money is not the important thing, and it's just like it's becoming the topic of all conversation. Like, Game put up that tweet, and y'all forgot about all the other shit. Y'all forgot about the sexual harassment suit that he just lost. Y'all forgot about the hitting on a woman that happened. Like, y'all forgot about all of that because all y'all care about is fucking money. Y'all threw all that negative shit about the Game away. He can't keep a girl, rotation of girls. Yeah, you can get all your bills paid, but you're going to be hurt. I feel like this is just my honest opinion. If I was a rich nigga, right, and I was just a dog, and I was a rich nigga, right, if I have a woman, if I meet a woman, right, and I have a woman living in my house and I'm paying all her bills, to me, she's replaceable. What do I need you for? I got everything I want. If you're not a confidant, if you're not, a caring person, a communicator, a loving person, someone who caters to someone, if you're not that, then you just a vagina. And I know all y'all think y'all vagina is the best, but I'm here to tell you it's not. All of that shit is a smidget above or a smidget below. There is no just pussy that's walking the earth. All that shit is the same. It's the same. It's the same. It's the person who's carrying around that vagina that matters the more. What are their morals? How are they set up? How is this person? How are they going to handle this? Are they going to stick with you by this? Those are the important things. Because your money can fade. And if they're only with you because you got money and you do a bad deal and you lose your money, or you've been doing shit wrong and the government come and get your shit, then what? Is that person sticking by you? Is everybody who's around you sticking around you? But if you got real friends and you got real people and they don't know you got money, they being around you because they actually want to be around you. Right. Like, listen, like, I feel like any man who pays all of the bills talks to women a different type of way. Talk to the women a different type of way. Treat women a different type of way. It's kind of like it's held over your head. Remember how Stevie J used to always tell Jocelyn, I'm going to send you back to the strip club? He always used to say that from now and again, threatening her with going back to being broke. So if you ain't got no money and you get with a man who got money, you don't think that possibly that could be held over your head? Y'all think that there's these dudes are just ready-made Prince Charming with no trauma, no growing up trauma, no bad habits that being rich has developed in them as a person. Like, think that women think that all goes away because a man has money, like your problems are solved. Nah, these niggas be rich with trauma from growing up. Niggas been molested. It's all type of stuff that's been going on. You don't know that. So a man having money is not the end. It's not the end all be all. It shouldn't be. But it seems like today that's people's first requirement. First thing they speak of. He gotta have this much money. Where's your $250,000? Because if you got $250,000, you ain't worried about nobody else's money. If you got $100,000, if you making $90,000 and living in Charlotte, North Carolina, you are good. If you're making $70,000 in Charlotte, North Carolina, you are good. You can live a great life making $70,000 living in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I know in the other states it's even better. Shit, when I lived in Arkansas, I stayed in a 2-bedroom home. My rent was $348 a month, $348 a month. So in those states like that, Alabama, Mississippi, those states, making hella money. It's cheap as fuck to live in those places. Some places in Georgia, Atlanta might be a little bit expensive, but it ain't that bad. So where are all these people? Like, where are all these people that y'all think are supposed to just come and just be rich and be in your presence? And half the women talking about these rich niggas, y'all don't even know where to find them. Y'all don't even know where to be at. Y'all just hope that Future glance at you in the club because you bought a ticket to get in the club. And you hope you can sneak onto the bus or squeeze in the VIP. No, where do you go find the tech rich niggas? Y'all don't even know where to go to find niggas like that. Y'all don't even know where to be at to find people like that. Because if you did, then a lot of time I ask people, why do you think that the person you deserve, and this goes for men and women, why do you think that the person you deserve has not approached you? Why are they not beating your door down? If you think you deserve Sir Richie Rich, who got all the money, why are those type of people not beating your door down? Why is the drug dealers and the scammers and the niggas who ain't shit? Why ain't the rich niggas beating your door down? Why ain't they in your DMs? Same thing for the dudes. You think you deserve the girl with the fat ass and the flat stomach, why she ain't beating your door down? Why she ain't approached you? People have this from birth. It's been this fairy tale. You got Little Mermaid and the Seven Dwarfs and all of them shits. Beauty and the Beast, all that shit. From kids, people just taught this shit's supposed to be fantasy. I really feel like I was saying this to Amelia the other day. I really feel like somebody needs to do like a documentary on the evolution of love. Like, because when marriage first started, it wasn't about love at all. It was about keeping families together and keeping names together. And the rich niggas not at Red 28. 100%. The rich niggas is not at Red 28. Social media is the blame, of course. Yeah. I wouldn't say social media is the blame, but social media is the platform where people is getting this shit off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember a time, I was saying this the other day too, I remember a time where everybody wasn't trying to prove they had money. People actually got excited to get a new Honda Accord. Like, it was lit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was like, when you think back to your neighborhood growing up, I lived in a pretty decent neighborhood growing up. I don't remember my parents and the neighbors and nobody flexing on each other to like prove that they was rich. It seemed like now everybody's rich, everybody's famous, everybody's lit, everybody's popping, everybody's about to be signed, everybody's rapping, everybody's lit. Everybody's got their own business. I hate when people say, I got my own business. That don't mean shit. That don't mean you're rich. You just got your own business. It could be a lemonade stand on the corner. It's still a business. Like, I got my own business. That doesn't confirm that you're rich or you're even successful. It's just weird how the conversation has become about money so fucking much. It's crazy. Like, I heard somebody, a woman say the other day that I don't even go to a man's house on the first date. Or what she said? I don't go to a man's house until he makes me his girlfriend. I was like, so how do you know how he's living? How do you know how he takes care of home? How do you know he's gonna be a good person to live with if you've never been to that house until he makes you his girl? Like, people's logic is just weird to me. Right. I was happy as fuck when my dad got me a little PT Cruiser for my graduation. Got me a little PT Cruiser, had the flames on the side. I had took his little video camera. I had my little brother filming me. We was in the cul-de-sac. I was burning rubber in the PT Cruiser. Like, I was happy about that. I wasn't like, oh shit, Dad got me a PT Cruiser, but I really wanted the Benz with the 20s. Like, nah, I was just happy to get that, When I was growing up, the car that all the adults wanted was an Acura Legend. Everybody wanted an Acura Legend. My dad's favorite car growing up was a Mitsubishi Diamante. He wasn't gonna stop until he got that fucking Mitsubishi Diamante. But now it's just like, oh, you gotta be. I got this. I'm balling now. I'm connected. It just be so much cap. Like I be hating watching my stories sometimes because you can see the cap. The only people who can't see the cap, especially in this business of DJing and the entertainment business and all that stuff, I see the cap. I know the cap. But the thing is, what they bank on is the rest of y'all don't know the cap because you're not in the business. So they can cap to 20 to 80% of their following. And they know that the other 20% know it's cap, but they can live with that as long as the 20% don't call them out. The 80% believes the cap because they don't know no better about what's going on. Somebody asked me, was I a millionaire? No. I'm a thousandaire, but I ain't no fucking millionaire. But that's what I'm saying. If you look at what I post and you look at how I carry myself on social media and you thought I was a millionaire, I don't even want to know what you thought the people who be capping I don't even want to know what you think they make. It's just becoming like annoying, bruh. This obsession with money. Money is a necessity. You need it to survive, right? But you don't need a huge access to it to be successful in life, to be happy in life, or to do the things that you want to do, to go on vacation, to buy a nice car. You don't need a whole access of money. Because it's really just going to drive you crazy if you understand the psychologically about how people treat you. You know, it just changes when people know you got money. They treat you differently because they know that people treat you differently when they know you got money because they think that there's an inkling chance that you might be generous with a little bit of that money, right? And you don't, you know. Hov said, this is what Hov said. Hov said, you never really know if somebody's really with you until y'all both got money, right? Because if you got money and he don't got money, he needs you, right? If he got money and I don't need money, and I don't have no money, I need him. But when we both got money, that's when you can really see how we truly feel about each other. And that goes with relationships, friendships, everything, right? You never really know until y'all both putting something on the table. If only one person is putting something on the table, how do I know that this person that I'm taking care of is not taking advantage of me, is not really just with me because I'm providing them with this lifestyle? Who wants to live thinking that? I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to question the person I'm with. I feel like if we both building something, we both building something. So let's both build. We both got to put the blocks together. We putting the blocks and building something together. I'm not putting the blocks and building something and you sitting over there drinking a pina colada because I got it. I'm taking care of everything. No, we human. We're men, but we're also human, right? We need help. We need help. Just like women need us, we need them. All this, we don't need each other, and that's y'all. Y'all can have that. We need each other. We both need to be putting blocks. I look over, your blocks might be smaller than mine, but you still putting up blocks, though. We putting in work together to be strong together. Not me putting in blocks while you sit over there under the umbrella with your feet kicked up and drink pina coladas because life is good. And you taking selfies and stuff while I'm putting the blocks on the building something. That's not how it goes. But, you know, I'm just tired of the whole conversation because half the people, 90% of the people having the conversation is broke. Because people who got it is not on Instagram or social media or Facebook groups or wherever sitting there arguing about it. They're not. They're somewhere getting to it. And the women who deserve that are somewhere getting that. They're not on social sites arguing about it. And they're definitely not amen in the game because they have enough sense to look back on the history of the game. I fuck with the game. He's a rapper, good West Coast rapper. I fuck with the game. He's done a lot of weird shit, but I fuck with the game. But he has a history of dating. So would I advise my sister to date the game? No, I wouldn't. That's not hate. That's what I would advise my sister or anybody who looks at me that way. Would I advise them to date that man just because he feels like he'll pay your bills, buy you a car? All that shit come with something. There's nothing free in this world. Nothing's free. So we gotta, I don't know what it's gonna take for us to like change our mentality with it or what it is, but I don't know what it's gonna take for us to realize that we need each other, and that's the only way that we're gonna get to a better place. This battle of the sexes shit is just a distraction from black people coming together as a whole. If we can't get the black family back together, if we can't get, real relationships back together, then what the fuck are we doing, right? How are we gonna come together if the men standing on that side and the women standing on that side? How that gonna happen? How are we gonna come together and make things better if the women standing over there because these niggas ain't got 250,000? How we going the dudes over here because the women, y'all over there ain't got fat asses and flat stomachs, so we ain't fucking with y'all. We gotta realize we need each other, and once we realize we need each other, then that's when real change can start happening. But I don't know what it's gonna take. I don't know, because it seems like it's getting worse. But I don't know, we'll just see. But yeah, that's another episode of Deeply Opinionated Podcast. Y'all got any more questions, any more comments? Give y'all about 20, 30 seconds to throw something up on there. If you haven't already shared it, please share the broadcast. Please hit that share button. I know I say that, but only like 2 or 3 of y'all do it. But yeah, so this has been another episode of Deeply Opinionated Podcast. I appreciate everybody for watching. Stop counting other people's pockets. Get your money together so you don't have to worry about that aspect of it. So you can find something real. Someone who cares, somebody who communicates, somebody with morals, somebody who's going to be loyal to you. Those things are important. If you get your own paper, you can focus on those things. We out.